Let me show you how to make your Xbox console's home screen really feel like home. From revamping the decor to getting the place organized and keeping your quick resume in check, there are all sorts of ways that you can give it that personal touch. And it just looks way better. Okay, so to get your home screen looking its sharpest, you're going to want to head into settings and then general and personalization. And first, it's worth taking a gander at the theme and color options. You can pick between dark and light system themes, or even set the console to switch between the two at a certain time of day so that you can feel at one with the universe. And you can also pick the colors that accent all your pop-ups and your UI and all that jazz. There are now tons of colors to choose from, and recent updates added an option to pull one from your gamer pick so that everything is nice and matchy-matchy. As well as the ability to create your own custom shades with absolute precision using hex codes so that you can finally get that exact shade of vermilion that you've always dreamed of. Yeah, I know I'm not alone with that. There is even a nice little preview option coming soon to Xbox Insiders so you can make sure that it looks as good on the screen as it did in your head. Now it's time to head for the My Background options, and that's where things get a little tricky because what do you even pick? Not only are there a whole range of dynamic backgrounds to choose from, including some really nice new ones inspired by the new Xbox logo throughout the years, but you can also choose the artwork from any of your achievements to adorn your home screen, allowing you to both enjoy the visuals and then bask in the glory of your gaming triumphs. What's your rarest achievement, by the way? The My Background section also has an option for whether you want the game art to appear whenever you highlight one of your games, which is pretty nice if you're truly in love with your new background and you don't really want to watch it morph into Doom Guy or a 2025 Toyota GR-GT while you're deciding what to play. You can also go totally off book by setting a custom image as your background, either from a flash drive or downloaded via your console's browser. I think browser is definitely the easier option of the two. Just hit Take Me to the Web, find the image you fancy, hold down Menu, and then choose Set as Background. I actually think the Fanta Xbox 25 collab pops pretty nice. It doesn't just make your console look good though, because the Xbox and Fanta team up also unlocks in-game content for some of Xbox's biggest franchises, like this super exclusive 1966 Toyota Sports 800 Fanta edition in Forza Horizon 6, this cold Master Chief's fantastic Spartan armor, and more for Diablo 4, Call of Duty, and World of Warcraft. Fanta also dropped a brand new special edition flavor just for this Xbox 25th anniversary moment called Fanta Crimson Sour Cherry, so grab a can now, scan the code, and get ready to play. Oh, and don't forget to check out the option for adding a tinge of color to your guide as well. Just head to Settings, Personalization, and highlight my color in the guide. Now anytime you press the Xbox button, your handy guide will have a dash of that same hue for even more matchy-matchy unity. There's a few more settings for the guide here that you can also play with too to rearrange the section order. I kind of like to stick my game activity right next to my friends, with those flanking either side of the guide home screen, because that way I can get to them even quicker while I'm playing. Now, why don't we sort out the rest of your console? So yeah, that's the aesthetic side of things sorted. Let's get practical, because as gorgeous as your home screen may now look, the actual goal is to get out of there as fast as possible and get to playing your games. If you highlight any game, or app for that matter, and hit the menu button, you'll see an option to add it to your home screen, which ensures that it's always right at hand as soon as you get started. But if you want to get really clever, you can actually sort your games into groups like racers, multiplayer games, games featuring both batarangs and subtle Limmy references, or whatever. To do that though, you just open up the guide, head to My Games and Apps, and then select Create a Group. Then go around adding titles to it the same way that you added them to the home screen. But even the tidiest home screen needs a good decluttering every once in a while, and fortunately you can also remove games and groups from your home screen in exactly the same way. And if you want to get proactive about keeping things neat, why don't you return to that good old personalization menu and then head into Games and Apps. In here you'll find a really useful option called Hide System Apps, which, well, does exactly that. I don't know what you expected. It basically blocks things like the Settings app from reappearing in your recently played queue, so that space is reserved for, you know, the stuff you've actually recently played. There's even an option to reduce the number of tiles that appears in the recently played section, imbuing your home screen with the sparse, minimalist beauty of a haiku poem, a line drawing, or a margarita pizza. You could also drop the size of tiles down to smallest so you can view your background even better. Thanks to Quick Resume, Xbox players can jump straight from their home screen right back into a game at the exact point they were last playing it, with no load screens, startup menus, or any of that prehistoric nonsense. You can even freeze a whole bunch of games at the same time. The exact number kind of varies based on what generation the games are from, so usually it's that you can do 3 Xbox Series X or S titles, or loads of backwards compatible games, or some combination of the two. Either way, it's pretty wonderful. That said, there are some games that you actually don't want to resume too quickly. If it's an always online or a multiplayer only title, Quick Resume might not quite play ball, and you'll have to quit the game and then just relaunch it. Or if you've got multiple saves going in the same game, you might want to go to the game's starting screen so that you could choose which one you actually want to play. In these kind of situations, a nice old-fashioned slow resume is just a thing, and it's dead easy to set up. Just highlight the game, hit the menu button, and then select Manage Game and Add-ons, followed by Quick Resume Settings, and disable it for that particular title. Boom, sorted. While we're talking about how you like to open up your games, let's talk about game hubs. These handy, hubular little things are great if you want to see what new updates have arrived, whether any of your friends have been playing it, or what chivos you recently snared, or any things like that. But sometimes you just want to jump straight into your game without that maddening additional button press, especially if it's a title that you do just play all the time. As luck would have it, the Games and Apps portion of the personalization menu also lets you pick whether the hub opens automatically for the games in your groups, your recently played list, or just all the ones installed on your console. If you got any home screen tips of your own that we haven't covered in this video, fire them in the comments and share all that homely wisdom. We'll see you next time. Bye.